My name is William C. Hare, and my Arapaho name is Niyahi Nacha. And I am considered an elder among our people now. There's a few elders, that are really up in age, 90s, but I'm not old yet, but they call me an elder, and that's good to be called an elder because I have some friends that are Mormons, so I'm going to join them. Long ago, as I was growing up, we all lived different places, but we always come together. And almost everyday occurrence was one or two members of the extended family would come together and then check on each other and visit and just exchange ideals, exchange stories, and plan what they had to do in the future. And so as time come along, I realized that these holidays, these days that have been designated by the dominant society, something like Thanksgiving. Well, on this particular point in time in the fall time, around the month of November, they would celebrate Thanksgiving by coming together as a family unit. There were large families. These grandfathers and grandmothers, and then their sons and their daughters, and then that's where my mother, would come in there. Would have her grandfathers, our mothers, and all of my mother's sisters, cousins, both men and women, ladies, and then their children, and then some of these parents already were grandmother, grandfather also. So it was a great extended family situation with our people that maintained close unity in sharing their love for one another. And so this day that they called Thanksgiving, they would celebrate, and then emulate the non-Indian by the menus that they would serve during this day. The turkey was always the main item, and then other foods, like sweet potatoes and the regular potatoes and potato soup and mashed potatoes, and I didn't see no French fries back then. They would use various gravies from the berries that grow along our rivers, like the chokecherry, the bullberries, the currants. It was a great feast, great day of celebrating, acknowledging one another, and then encouraging one another to live in a very good way that they could come together again next year. They would be looking forward to next year, that we shall do this again. Most generally, at that time there was very few deaths, natural deaths. So a lot of times, these elders, and these other family members, they didn't suffer from the things that we suffer in this time. They have these different illnesses now, and not only that, for our young people, they were introduced to this alcohol and then into drugs, and then so that causes a lot of deaths among our people. So they would celebrate, that everyone the longevity of life. This was our philosophy, that we had to live a full life. That's the happiness that they shared, and so they looked forward to each year. They looked forward to it. So back in the old days, it was a good way to be thankful. Aho.